coming to us from Colorado Springs, the place where if you don't like the weather, wait an hour and it'll change. It'll be usually better. We have Stephanie Pauline. Stephanie, good evening. Welcome to Red's Room.
Hi there. So glad to be here. I'm excited.
We are so glad to have you. And the one thing in your bio that sticks out. See, I thought you were going to be like 85 years old when I read this. And I can tell you're not quite there yet.
I'm not 85.
500 songs. You have written 500 songs. Let me say that again.
Yeah.
500 songs. Tell us just a quick little bit about that.
Well, I would say that God wrote those songs through me. And when I first started, I started writing songs when I was like, I don't know, 4, 3, and I don't count those songs. They were really pretty stupid. You don't want to hear them. I remember a few of them. But then I went through like a period of 5 years of darkness, and then God started pouring songs through me again. And when I first started copywriting them, I tried sending it in so that I shared the rights with God. It was pretty funny. They sent it back and were like, they wrote me a nice letter trying to be tactful with the weirdo. And we're like, yeah, you can't give rights to God. It doesn't work that way. So anyway, yeah, no, God just, it's how I commune with God and how we converse.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations on 500, and I bet there's 500 more ready in the wings to come through your spirit and your heart. And I'm with you. God gives us the increase. God gives us the reason to sing. God gives us the joy, the faith to do that. But anyways, let's hear your first song. We're really excited to hear from you.
So this is a true story. It took place on the streets in St. Paul, Minnesota, and not so long ago.
He pulled her away, and I
I was just, oh, just I, you know, that was so cool. I liked your little polyrhythm going on. That was so neat, and just the fact that you're writing about an encounter, a God encounter. It's so cool. Thank you so much for sharing that, Stephanie.
Mm, you're very welcome. I wonder what happened to her. What happened to her.
Oh, yeah. I know. I've met so many people, and you just kind of have to give it to God. I hope there's.
Here, 1 second.
Sure. Go ahead.
Sorry. What?
I was just gonna say. I hope there's like a list when we get to heaven of the people that we touched, and kind of like the after story to kind of see what happened. But anyways, thanks again for sharing that. That was really neat. You have is this an organization more than music? Oh, tell us a little bit about that.
So I founded a nonprofit called More Than Music Incorporated, and our goal is to revolutionize the culture at large, one heart at a time, until everyone on earth knows and lives the love that is in Jesus Christ. And we do that and have done that primarily through 3 means. We do detention center concerts and specifically work with Youth for Christ to try to help plant Christ-based mentoring programs in juvenile detention centers across the country. And then we do benefit concerts for partner nonprofits and raise money and awareness for their cause. And then we also serve as like a sending agency for like-hearted musicians and artists.
Wow.
So it's been awesome. It's been a really neat work over many years.
There are few things better than playing in a jail or a prison. I've had the opportunity to do that, and it's just, I don't know, there's something about that, because God's breaking those chains. There's physical chains for sure, but God is breaking chains in people's hearts, and it is so cool to minister like that. I'm so glad you're doing that. That just warms my heart. I'm so thankful for that.
Yeah, I think it's easy for us as Christians to forget how revolutionary the teachings of Jesus, the person of Jesus, the life, death, and resurrection of Jesus really is. And when you are ministering to people that are truly suffering, it's when you really see the power of God, and how he can set people free.
Mm-hmm. And the list is small. When I was hungry, you fed me. When I was naked, you clothed me. When I was in prison, you visited me. I mean,
right.
It's kind of simple.
Right.
It doesn't have to be
not that complicated.
Hard.
We overcomplicate it.
Oh man, gosh, what have I spent 15 minutes with you so far? And I'm just like, I just love what you're doing. I love how the Spirit has anointed you and given you this ministry. So neat. I cannot wait to hear your next song. Let's give it back to you.
Thank you. Okay, so this is a song about one of my favorite places on earth, front porch swing, where I go to just be with God. And when I was a little girl, I had a spot underneath a weeping willow tree where I would go and I'd pour my heart out to God in song. But these days, that's harder to do, to get away from the house. So my spot is a front porch swing, and that's what this is about. And you guys can just come on over and join me, sit down on the front porch swing with me.
Early in the morning, when the children are still asleep, I crawl out of the covers to your presence I creep. And I may be a mother, and I may be a wife, but in your eyes I'm still your daughter, whom you gave your very life. And this is my resting place, this is my home, where I lay down all my burdens, I'm not alone. This is my secret. strength, weapons of virtue, peace that passes understanding, a heart full of you. This is my resting place. In late afternoon, mid bustle of the day, I look for an escape, some time to get away. And these trials of achievement, all the things I want to do, they may diverge, they may detour, but they all lead back to you. 'Cause this is my resting place. This is my home, a place I always come back to, no matter how far I roam. This is my secret strength, weapons of virtue. It's in letting you love me, I learned to love like you. This is my resting place. Late in the evening, around 33 AD, a man weaves through the crowd to seek your company. To the mountains, take Gordon, anywhere they wait. The Son of Man, the Son of God, needs a flesh to save. This is my resting place. This is my home, where I lay down all my burdens to find I'm not alone. And this is my secret strength, weapons of virtue, peace that passes understanding, a heart full of you. Oh God, this is my resting place. This is my home, the place I always come back to, no matter how far I roam. This is my secret strength, weapons of virtue. It's in letting you love me, I learned to love like you. This is my resting place. This is my resting place. This is my resting place. My resting place. This is my resting place. My resting place.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
But when you go to your room, close the door and go to the secret place. That's your secret place, your porch. That's so cool. I love it. Oh, I posted in Facebook. Hey, Facebook guys, if you have a secret place, just talk about it in the chat. I've got mine. I'm gonna save it for later, but that's so beautiful. Do you get songs when you're on your front porch too?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay, songwriters, if you're having a little problem with your writing, get yourself a porch swing.
Yeah, there you go. That's what you need. That's a songwriting tool.
And if you need, buy a porch as well, because you might not have, like if you got an apartment or something, porches might be in short supply. Hey, so you're from Minnesota.
Yeah, I'm from Minneapolis.
And we've decided that Mary Tyler Moore wasn't quite the smartest or the sharpest tool in the the chest for living there because it's cold.
It's
really
freezing
cold.
cold. It's true.
And it's icy, and you drive, and it's like not fun.
No, it like hurts your eyeballs kind of cold.
Ugh.
Yeah.
But you got some sense, and you moved to beautiful Colorado. So what do you do in Colorado Springs?
Um, so I live here with my husband, and we have 5 children. Age ranges, yeah, age ranges from 33 to 4 months. How is that possible, you say? It is possible. So the 33-year-old is my husband's. The 28-year-old, our son, is mine. But that's mathematically possible. And then we have a 15-year-old, a just turned 8-year-old, and a 4-month-old. And you know, we realized we have a kid for every decade since the 80s. And just one in each decade, which seems really unlikely and odd. And you know how like other families joke that like, oh, I'm waiting for them to get out of diapers before I have another. We say we wait till they can make ramen. When they're good and self-sufficient, they can help with the younger ones. Then we'll bite the bullet, have another one.
My eldest brother, rest his soul, 19 years older than I am. So our family had a 19-year spread. So I understand this. And
Yes.
my mom had every one of us, and I was the youngest. So I'm the bookend. So my oldest brother, and then there was 4 more in between than me. So yes, I completely understand it.
Yeah. It's been really an amazing time right now because so the 4-month-old, my husband and I actually were trying to have children. That's a personal thing. But we hadn't been able to, and we'd lost a few children. And a kid that I met at the juvenile detention center when I was 18 years ago, doing ministry in a juvenile detention center, she got a hold of me like 5 months ago and asked 9 days before her child was born if we would adopt her baby. And he was going to be born addicted to meth and fentanyl, and it would have been taken from this girl. She's someone I mentored way back 18 years ago, and we just kind of stayed in touch. When she's doing better, she'll find me, thanks to Facebook and things like that. And so our newest addition came to us in that fashion, and it was a total and utter miracle and blessing, and he's amazing. He's a medical marvel. He's doing so well and gorgeous and precious, and we're so grateful. And any like, I was actually just working on a song before this where I want to write him a song. Oh no, I'm going to cry. Sorry.
It's all right. We do a lot of that on Red's Room, so don't worry. You're part of the family now. So
the lyric starting is, you know, I needed you as much as you needed me. So anyway, beautiful. Now I have to sing. How am I going to do that? Okay, I can do it.
Take a breath.
Pull it together. My gosh. Babies do that to mothers. Okay, so this is a song called Go. And it's just about Jesus and about what he inspires me to say. You'll understand. Okay. Oh, wait. I have the capo on still. That's not going to work. That sounds better. This is about the pain in the world. Sometimes it's easy to want to shrink away from it, but our model for how to handle pain is Jesus Christ.
When I don't wanna care, I don't wanna cry, I just think of you. In that garden under a night sky, there's only one place I want to go. Wherever you go, I wanna see what you see, I wanna know what you know, and I'll go wherever never knew love until I met you there, and my tears mingled with your blood. 2,000 years later, there's still reason to cry, but you know there's greater reason to love and to go wherever you go. I wanna see what you see, I wanna know what you know, and I'll go wherever you send me. I wanna love like you love, I wanna live your life in me. I'll go wherever you go. I wanna feel what you feel, I wanna know what you know, and I'll go wherever you send me. I wanna love like you love, I wanna live your life in me. I'll go, 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 I'll go. Send me, I'll go. I'll go, I'll go, I'll go, I'll go, I'll go, I'll go. Send me, I'll go, 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 I'll go. Send me, go.
Wow. You know, that's a dangerous prayer to pray. You know why?
What's that?
That's a dangerous prayer to pray. Send me. You know why?
Yes.
He's going to send you. He's going to.
Especially if you're referring to pain, which I was.
Yes.
Referring to pain. Yeah. Well, we've all lived that, right?
Yes, yes. You know, I'm seeing some really neat comments. Your voice is really unique. People are relating to your songs. My favorite one is Cassie. Phew, I made it. She's in Texas, so she's pretty fun. She's in the Central Time Zone. But
Hey,
anyways,
TJ, can you move your mic closer? Your mic's to the side.
is it not loud enough?
No,
It could be louder.
Hang on.
you're speaking through the side of your mic too.
Not really. I mean, it's you actually want to speak like in the side of the mic like that. How's that? Is that better? It
I
sounds
can
super
go a little
loud.
more.
It sounds super loud. to
Yeah,
me.
it's pretty quiet out here.
Oh, how about now? Is that better?
Are you
Yeah,
turning
yeah.
up the right thing, or are you turning up your speaker?
No, okay. Stand by just for a second. Uh-oh.
Do do
Oh,
do
it
do
went
do
off.
do.
Okay, let's try that. That should
There
be
you go.
screaming loud.
That's a little bit better.
What happened? I think my regular DI kind of futzed out. Hi,
Oh, that's so much better.
I'm back. I am so sorry. I didn't know. It sounds great to me, but
Now you can turn it down a little bit. It's clipping.
I'm
Test,
leaning
test,
forward
1,
so I
2.
could hear your quiet voice. That's why I'm all like,
1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Getting back to Stephanie, I was saying the comments are really cool. It's like that's talent. Lady, my goodness, Eric's just loving on you. So Eric's gonna be playing later tonight. In fact, he will take us home. That's gonna be great. Stephanie, how can people find you?
well, I'm Stephanie Pauline on Facebook, so they can just look up Stephanie Pauline. I have a music page and I have a personal page. And then, two, you can go to www.morethan, THAN, music, MUSIC, Inc.com. and find out all about the work.
I posted that up there, and I'm sorry I'm going to do this live, Red, but one more. Do we have time for one more?
Yeah, I'm going to go back to the piano.
I'm sorry. Hold on.
It might be hard to see me very well.
Okay, we do have one more. Okay, good. I'm sorry. I was asking the director.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yes, we have time for one more.
All right. This is my corner of the house that. How many instruments can you fit in one corner? That's what it's called. And if you're wondering, we should take a poll, like see how many you guess. I know the answer. Should I tell you? Can you see me okay?
Oh, you're playing. You're going to play piano. Okay, excellent.
I'm going to give it a whirl. Yep. Can you hear my voice okay?
Yeah, it sounds great. A little reverb. Sounds really nice.
Okay.
Well, Stephanie, I don't know if can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
think you've passed the audition.
Oh,
No, I was that was such a blessing. That last song was really pretty too.
thank
Wow,
you.
I am so glad. Are you going to be playing anywhere soon, or do you want to tell anybody where you're going to be heading to and playing next?
I have been kind of on hiatus from music, so I'm a little rusty. Um, but I did pass. You said so. I have
Yes,
to
you
give
passed
you
the
your
audition
word.
with
But
flying
yeah,
colors.
I've been on hiatus due to a lot of different life challenges and focusing on the children and making sure all is well. So that's what I've been doing, and that's where you'll find me right now.
Well, you and your five children well, I'm sure two of them maybe are checked out or doing other
They're
things.
adults. They've moved on. They have our five grand. I have five grandkids too.
Oh gosh. But
Yes, I do.
I'm so glad you played tonight. Thank you for joining us from Colorado Springs, Colorado. Stephanie, Pauline, thanks again. God bless you. Have a wonderful, wonderful night.
Have fun, you guys.